Breaking news from around your world on this Tuesday, July 2nd, 2019. I'm Larry Rice. Israel's foreign minister said Tuesday that his country is preparing for its possible military involvement in any escalation in the Gulf confrontation between Iran and the United States. The unraveling of the 2015 Iran nuclear deal under U.S. diplomatic pressure, Iran's downing of a U.S. drone, and its alleged role in the mine attacks on oil tankers in the Gulf have driven up tensions and stirred war worries. Israel has encouraged the Trump administration to press ahead with sanctions against its arch foe, predicting that Tehran will eventually renegotiate a more limiting nuclear deal. But Foreign Minister Israel Katz told an international security forum that Iran might accidentally stumble out of what he termed the gray zone of contained confrontation. Israel has long threatened to take preemptive military action to deny Iran the means of making nuclear weapons. Tehran says it has no such designs. One of Iran's senior lawmakers warned on Monday that Israel would be destroyed within only half an hour should the United States attack Iran. The Kremlin said Russian President Vladimir Putin is meeting with Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu after 14 sailors on board a deep-water research sub were killed in a fire while carrying out a survey on the sea floor. A Russian news outlet, RBC, cited a military source as saying the vessel was a nuclear-powered AS-12 deep-sea submarine, but there was no official confirmation of that. The ministry issued a statement saying fire broke out on board a deep-water scientific research vessel that was studying the marine environment of the world ocean on behalf of the Russian Navy. 14 submariners died as a result of smoke inhalation. The statement did not identify the type or model of the vessel. The incident took place on Monday in Russian territorial waters, and the fire was put out. Interfax, RIA, and TASS quoted the ministry as saying the vessel is now at the Russian Northern Fleet's base in Severomorsk on the Barents Sea, and an investigation has been launched to establish the cause. Wall collapses in Mumbai and nearby towns caused by the worst monsoon rainfall in a single day in 14 years killed 30 people Tuesday and disrupted rail and air traffic, prompting officials to shut schools and offices. Financial markets were open in the city of 18 million, touted as a potential rival to the Chinese city of Shanghai, but hampered by poor infrastructure like many other Indian cities. During every monsoon season, which runs from June to September, India experiences fatal incidents of building and wall collapses as rainfall weakens the foundations of poorly built structures. Heavy rain brought a wall crashing down on shanties built on a hill slope in a western suburb of Mumbai, killing 21 people. 3 people died when a school wall collapsed in the city of Kalyan, 42 kilometers north of Mumbai. In the nearby western city of Pune, 6 people were killed in a wall collapse Tuesday. A similar incident Saturday killed 15. Since Sunday night, Mumbai has received more than 21 inches of rainfall, the highest amount in a decade. On average, Mumbai receives a little more than 21 inches of rainfall for the entire month of June. Mumbai officials said the city is likely to receive an additional 8 inches of rainfall by Friday. Representative Elijah Cummings, chair of the House Oversight and Reform Committee, said that his panel was expanding a review of what he said was illegal use of private email accounts and messaging apps by White House officials, including President Donald Trump's daughter Ivanka and son-in-law Jared Kushner. Cummings wrote to White House counsel Pat Cipollone that the lawmakers wanted to find out why White House officials used non-official email accounts and apps for official business and why records exchanged through non-official accounts weren't forwarded to official accounts within the required 20 days. The White House did not immediately comment. In the 2016 presidential campaign, Trump aggressively criticized his Democratic opponent, Hillary Clinton, for using a private email server when she was Secretary of State. Japanese whalers completed their first commercial hunt in 31 years Monday, bringing in 2 whales in the port city of Kushiro in northern Japan. Japan halted commercial hunts in 1988 and conducted only what it called research whaling after the International Whaling Commission banned commercial whaling. Japan gave the required 6-month notice that it was withdrawing from the IWC, and its exit took effect this week. Japan plans to allow hunts only in its exclusive economic zone at sea. The catch is limited to 227 whales for the rest of 2019, fewer than were typically caught under Japan's research program, which was frequently criticized by conservationists as a cover for commercial whaling because the meat was then sold in markets, although demand is low. Los Angeles Angels pitcher Tyler Skaggs died Monday in Texas, according to the franchise. He was 27 years old. The Southlake, Texas Police Department issued a statement saying Skaggs was found unresponsive in his hotel room and was pronounced dead at the scene. The cause of death is under investigation, but authorities say they do not suspect foul play. The Angels were scheduled to play the Texas Rangers Monday night, but that game was postponed. Skaggs last pitched on Saturday in Anaheim against the Oakland Athletics. 15-year-old Corey Coco Gauff, the youngest player in the Wimbledon draft, beat 5-time Wimbledon champion Venus Williams Monday 6-4, 6-4. The 39-year-old Williams, who was the oldest player in this year's tournament, had already won 4 Grand Slam titles before Gauff was even born. Gauff said Williams is one of her idols, and she told the veteran she wouldn't be here without Williams. Gauff is the youngest player to enter the main draw of Wimbledon since 2009 and the youngest to win a match since 1991. NASA conducted a full-stress launch abort test Tuesday for the Orion capsules, designed to carry astronauts to the moon. The capsule was empty for the morning demonstration, which officials said appeared to be successful. About 1 minute after liftoff from Cape Canaveral Air Force Station, the abort motor fired, pulling the capsule from the booster about 6 miles up. The capsule continued upward another 2 miles and then flipped to jettison the abort tower. NASA chose not to use parachutes to keep this test version of the capsule simple and thus save time. And so it crashed into the Atlantic at 300 miles per hour as planned when the 3-minute test was complete. 12 data recorders popped off in bright orange canisters before impact for ocean retrieval. NASA aims to put astronauts back on the moon by 2024 using its still-in-development Space Launch System, or SLS, rocket. This was the second abort test for Orion, conducted at a speed of more than 800 miles per hour. The first, in New Mexico in 2010, was lower and slower. A launch abort system on board a Russian rocket saved the lives of 2 astronauts last October. And that's your update for this Tuesday, July 2nd, 2019. I'm Larry Rice. Thanks so much for listening, and I hope you have a wonderful day.